going to be answering some questions from this website that I found online. It just generates questions. I think it's gonna be fun. I hope we get fun, interesting questions. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. You feel free to answer them with me if you like to. Okay, so it says here topic, and it gives me options as in deep questions, fun, funny, hard, kids, personal, relationships, work. Let me see if I can show you. I hope you can see because it's very bright. So I think I'm gonna choose deep. It's kinda late and I feel philosophical, so the word, yeah. Okay, deep. Excuse me. I'm gonna click generate. Here's the question. What are your biggest 3 priorities right now? What are your biggest 3 priorities right now? Right now, I'm focusing on developing skill. I'm learning how to be a music artist. I also is in making a bright future for myself. Second and third is to what is third? I guess to learn 3 languages. Yeah, to be multilingual. Alright, next question. By the way, I'm clicking. You click here and if I show you that bottom, you click it, then you get a new question. So next question. Are all people's lives equal value? What? Yeah. What kind of a question is that? Are all people's lives equal value? Yeah. I think, at least. What do you think? Some people's lives are different than others. I think all lives are equal. So that's what I think. But it could be kind of complicated, you know. Anyways, I'll say yes. Next question. If you have to compromise on your core values, what will it be and why? If I have to compromise on my core values, what do you mean? I think I do that all the time, but more than values is how I see life. I think that's what it means, this question. But for example, I do things I do not like literally every day of my life, and I hate it. It makes me feel depressed. Am I allowed to say that word? I don't know. And I don't like doing things I don't like doing. So I don't know if I answered the question next. I'm not liking this. What was the most difficult time of your life? I will traumatize you if I tell you, so I won't. I think I should. You know what? I'm clicking a different topic, guys. I'm so sorry, but this is not the video. At least not today. I'm gonna click on fun. You know, funny. So, what is one weird thing about you? Everything is weird about me. I don't know. Just I have very unique sense of humor, I suppose. Also, I have a very different opinion about life. It's really hard to find people that can relate to me. because my opinion is really different than most. So, is that weird? I don't know. If you were the opposite gender for one day, what would you do? Okay, that would be so much fun. I wish I had a power to like turn myself into a dude. I would just like, I guess, buy a lot of clothes and look at myself in those clothes and be like, oh wow, I'm a dude. And probably that's it. I wish I admire how cool I look as a guy with different clothes and be like, oh, it feels cool. I guess maybe also probably go skateboarding because I love skateboarding, but I think it's easier if you're a guy. I just think so though. I'm sorry, but I think that as a girl, I feel like I'm gonna hurt something, and I think if I were a guy, I probably wouldn't be scared of breaking a bone. I would be more like whatever. And as a girl, I'm like really careful. But that's just me thinking. What are some things that you shouldn't say during a marriage proposal? uh, what are some things that you shouldn't say during a marriage proposal? How about they don't like you? I don't know. What would you say if someone proposed to you? If you like them, you'll say yes or no. I don't like these questions either, man. I'm struggling here. Next question. What would you be able to say to you if you could talk? What you will say to you if you could talk? If it could talk? I think I'll say go to sleep because I never sleep. I just try to sleep by laying on my bed looking at the ceiling. So it would probably tell me, girl, you gotta go to sleep or you just if you don't. So yeah. Do you like to sing out loud when no one else is around? Well, I'm not a singer, or at least I think I am. So I like singing, but usually I do it to record songs, not just to make sounds. So I don't know. If you were a waiter and had a rude customer, what would you do? I would just be very nice to them, like extra nice. So I would kill them with kindness. And yeah. What is the worst advice that you got that you actually listened to? I have never gotten advice from anybody. Literally. Would you rather have a grapefruit-sized head or a head the size of watermelon? Neither. I think having a big head is better than a small head, right? I don't know. But what was your worst restaurant experience? I have many bad restaurant experiences, but I don't want to talk about them, man. Some of them make me cry. But just people being mean for no reason. But they're complicated, so this is not about going deep into detail, right? Next question. If you were given 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I'll wish for happiness. I wish for good health and a good amount of money to be happy. That's what I would wish for. If you had any superpower, if you had any superpower, which one will you pick? I think flying, because I love flying. When I see the birds flying, I'm like, oh, I wish I could fly. Flying, and also, well, I can only pick one. Flying will be, I'll be honest, choose like being invisible. But flying is better. Okay, how about you guys? What superpower you guys would like to have? Comment below. I'm gonna do 2 questions more. I'm gonna do 2 questions more. What is your least favorite chore? Why am I blurry? Or is my least favorite chore is washing the dishes? Yeah, makes my nails bad. Would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking? I'd rather be rich and ugly because there's no ugly rich people. If you have money, you can be pretty. So, last question. If you needed to hide an elephant, how and where would you hide it? Under my bed. I would probably hide it like behind a big building or be in between or something that is really tall where not many people go to, so I can hide the big elephant. That's a very weird question, man. Last question. What are some things that you wouldn't say when receiving a gift? I don't like it. Can you please return and give me the money? That would be horrible to say to someone, so yeah, that's what I would say. But I won't say it. Anyway, yeah, that was all, guys. Just very quick random questions generator thingy. I hope you enjoy and let me know you want to answer any of these questions. Feel free to do so. Alright, guys, have a nice day.